Oh hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Athearn Genesis early challengers. This is a Spokane, Portland, and Seattle version. This MSRP is for $629.98. Obviously you can get discounts out there. It's equipped with DCC, and Tsunami sound. So let's take a look at what you get in the Athearn Genesis early challenger starting right now. Quick unboxing here. You've got the warranty. You can pause your screen to read up on that. And more details about the warranty and what it covers. Again, you need to pause your screen, probably go to 1080p and full screen to be able to read all that. You have the manual here. Talks about early challengers history, exploded parts diagram, functions, maintenance and handling, CVs, you name it. And then you've got the locomotive itself, which, as you can see here, is in the standard foam and plastic inserts. We will get these unboxed here. Doesn't seem like the weight has changed from the actual run of modern challengers. Maybe slight weight variations because of different details, but you know, same frame, same chassis type setup. Then the tender is out, so let's take a closer look next. Okay, we're going to swing around the front here. You've got the pilot MU hose. You've got bell up top, all this gear up on the front, along with the low headlight there, with the number board up top of the headlight. You've got safety tread, which is very clearly the safety tread stamping. Nicely done on that. You've got the, should say air hose, not MU hose, by the way. You've got the pilot stand there, you've got ladders, side rods, single chimney or smokestack, all the piping and valves going along the side there, whistle is there, safety tread along the side, drivers, side rods there, dynamo right there, just in your screen. Sand dome, boiler dome. Swinging around the back, you got the cab. That's where things really start to get different. You've got this cab chute that connects closely with the tender. And looks like it might be removable, but I don't think it is. So let's not try that and break something. But you got boiler backhead detail down inside. A little hard to see. Let's see if I can show you. I'll try to turn on the light here. There you go. See the boiler backhead detail? Other side, more of the same detail. So, trailing trucks, brake wheel, red brake wheel, drivers, etc. all along this side. So, just a very nicely detailed locomotive, meeting some of those early Challenger modelers' requests. Unit is not smoke equipped. I will take a look to see if they still do. Appears it still has the easy soothe drop-in connection for plug and play smoke. Don't quote me on that though, I could be wrong. So that's it. That's all we're going to go over on the locomotive. Tender we can get a little more up close and personal with. You see the other end of the connection where that kind of creates very little, if any, ambient air or outside access through that chute there. You've got the connection for the locomotive, which is a C-clamp that will hook up in there, and the pins. You've got dipsticks up top. You've got wood paneling on the tender, like so. You got the water hatches up top on the tender, ladders, all the trucks here. Got handrails on the back. You have non-operational rear marker lights. You've got an operating rear light here. Nice wood grain up top. McHenry couplers, which are plastic and Athearn brand couplers, or Athearn owned, I should say. And then you've got obviously the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle Railroad logo back here. That's about it for the tender. Okay, we're going to go through some sounds that are listed in the manual here. And just for the record, the manual only lists 12 functions. We'll try just some of these functions. Just always test the headlight. Hear the dynamo kick on when you turn the headlight on. You have backlit number boards on this. Headlights LED. One is bell. Two is whistle. Three is short whistle. 4 dynamic brakes, which doesn't apply because those are on diesels. F5 is, and F6 are effect lights, which neither of these are controlled here. F7 is a dimmer, dims the headlight. That is functioning. Probably a little hard for you to see. At the angle you're at, F8 is mute. F9 is squeal release. F10 is coupler. F11 is injector. I moved it a little bit by accident. That's the injector, and then F12 is water stop. Okay, there you have it. F12 again will stop the water stop. There's the sounds. Alright, we're going to move this thing, and I've kind of reset the camera so you can see just how closely coupled the tender and locomotive are. So here's one speed step. We're going to check slow speed operation. Drivers tend to wander off the wheel sometimes here. Looks like we got that happening again. Just happened in the Broadway Limited Big Boy review. There we go, 1. It's crawling with some lurching. Not much. 2. Three. Swing this around here. 4. And 5. I'll stop it right there. Gives you a real good glimpse of the gap and how closely that chute is in between the tender and the locomotive. We'll check reverse speed steps here. 1. I'll leave it at 1 until you can see the drivers. 2. 3, 4, and 5. So pretty smooth. I'll check 1 going forward again since we had that driver wander off. But yeah, it looks like there's just a slight lurch at 1. Slight to moderate lurch at 1. And it gets better at 2. We're going to check rear coupler height real quick. Get these two to play nice. And a little hard to tell because it's going out of focus, but it is dead on. So we're going to mute this so you can hear any motor noise that may be running without sound, and we're going to do the pull test. Well, that pull test's doing really well, 7.2. And usually my pull meter will not lock for some reason, and it locked this time, so that's good too. It's got some momentum built in there, so it's dragging along, but 7.2 on the pull test. Last thing we're going to check here is weight. Brought the scale in here just because it's easier to deal with. So put that on. And the actual locomotive, 25.3 ounces, 715 grams, 0.715 kilograms, a little over 1.5 pounds, 1 pound, 9.3 ounces. You add the tender to the locomotive and you have a 2 pound, 2.5 ounce duo there, 34.5 ounces total, 980 grams, and 0.980 kilograms. So a little over 2 pounds, almost 2 1/4. Well guys, that wraps up another review. This time the Athearn Early Challenger. I think it was a very wise move for Athearn to do the Early Challengers. It meets a lot of modelers' requirements in the Early Challenger days, and probably wasn't too much of a variation from their existing Challengers. And if you like their existing Challengers, I think you'll like the Early Challengers. Much of the same in the Early Challenger as the existing Challengers, or the more modern Challengers that Athearn has released, in terms of, I'd say, similar weights, similar features, things like that. So hopefully you enjoyed the review. I'm going to leave you with a special run by this time. You don't have to see my dinky layout. You get to see a nice layout and a different Early Challenger, because I'm taking you to Ken Patterson's layout, and we'll do some run-bys of the Early Challenger there. So let's go there, finishing up this review, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care. Video, like if the driver shot real tight.